Hey, what's up guys? This high skill Hog Rider cycle deck is destroying the best players in the world. The rank 42 player in the world is using the Evolved Knight to protect the Hog Rider so he can hit up the opponent's tower with a ton of damage. And it becomes next level annoying when the Firecrackers stack up and no one can break through the Evolved Knight. With Skeleton's Ice Spirit and Log, you have one of the fastest cycles in the game, allowing you to outpace your opponent's building so your Hog Riders can break through, and maximize your Evolved Knight spam so no one can keep up with your positive elixir trades. It's time to happily hammer some towers and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. Thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to make all of the Hyper videos possible. Yo, this guy finished 31 in the world. Let's go, Chago. Let's see what's happening, man. I needed this challenge. Whenever I play against someone super good, it elevates my gameplay and it makes me play my best. So whenever he goes knight in the back first play, you guys know the deal. I want to take this opportunity. I want to seize the moment and crack down on his tower. Okay, it's looking like it will be either like a Ram Rider deck or a Balloon deck after we see the Lumberjack. It has to be one or the other. So I'm going to go Ice Spirit here, and then I can go in for a Hog Rider, and then I guess I'm going to go for Tesla. This is super sketchy. I think I might take a ton of damage. I don't know if I'm defending this. In fact, I don't think I do. I do want to go for a Knight, and hopefully that targets on top of the Ram Rider first, and it does. So how much damage am I going to take? That's the real question. Can the Ice Spirit jump on the Knight so the Knight doesn't finish off mine? That's awesome. That's what I was looking for, because if that had happened, I think I would have lost the game. If I took any more damage, I'm already down over 1,000. I need to find a way back in this game against a top 30 player in the world. How can I do this? Like, seriously, like... Oh, it's just kind of really bad. So I'm going to go Hog Rider on the other side. Hopefully he's not back to Ram Rider. He shouldn't be. He should be back to Lumberjack and then Ram Rider after that if I memorized this card cycle correctly, and I did. Delivering 2 Hog Rider hits is nice. I can go in for Skeletons up top. The Lumberjack is going to be a possible problem, but not the end of the world since I do have my Evolved Knight. Even if he fireballs on the Evolved Knight, it's not that bad. He does elect a fireball on the tower instead. So he's going to, I mean, if we go Hog Rider with Ice Spirit, maybe Ram Rider's on the Evolved Knight instead. I don't know. I want him to not have enough elixir because he went in for a fireball. He probably doesn't have what he needs. Yes, the Ice Spirit's going to jump on the Inferno Dragon. That means multiple more Hog Rider hits. And the Evolved Knight only gets 1 hit on the left, but that's a ton of Hog Rider damage on the right. So I think we're set up for a good sight if I can go in for a Firecracker here, blast down the Inferno Dragon, maybe go for Skeletons or something as well, depending on what he decides to do. I'm trying to figure out the best way to play. The cool thing is I knew that he didn't end up having like a really hard card for us to counter, like a freeze, because we saw the Fireball already. Okay, we're going to go in for an Earthquake, finish off the Magic Archer with the Earthquake and the Firecracker. Firecrackers are not going to stay alive, but it's all good. Maybe we can go for a Hog Rider here with an Ice Spirit. I'm just trying to figure out the most optimal avenue to explore against this Lumberjack. Because if I overcommit, I mean, I'm going to get punished. I want the Lumberjack to die earlier, so I want to log right now so that it doesn't rage up the Ram Rider. Nice. The Ram Rider isn't going to get raged up near my tower. That was the main concern for me. Okay, he's going to lose the Ram Rider. He's going to lose maybe even the Archer Queen or... I mean, oh, I thought that the Evolved Knight looked like an Archer Queen for a second. I mean, look at it. It just doesn't even look like a knight. It's a monster at this point. Oh, geez. The fact that I thought that was a champion is hilarious. All right, we're going to go in for an Evolved Knight here. The Inferno Dragon will potentially be a problem. You guys already know it's going to be a problem. I'm going to go for an Earthquake, and then I'm going to try to go for a Log. I did not hit the Magic Archer, but it's all good. I think we're fine here. We can just log it down. Going for Skeletons against his... yeah, I guess we can. Wow, that was sketchy, because if his Magic Archer targeted on top of the Skeletons, and then we didn't have any distraction, we would have lost. I need to go for an Ice Spirit before I go in for the Tesla so then I can slow down the Ram Rider. I think the Hog Rider might deliver enough damage. One more hit. Let's go. We just made a monstrous comeback against a top 30 player. When I was down 1,000 damage against someone with Ram Rider and Lumberjack to counter my Hog, we still made the hammer hits, nailing down our opponent and cementing a comeback that I didn't think would happen. And after blasting back against that top ladder player, we're sitting pretty at 2,500 in the world. Yo, this guy finished 17 in the world. Okay, Clash Royale. This is the best person I've played against in probably weeks. I can't believe that. All right, well, here we go. Let's see if we can beat the best player I've played against. So the Ice Spirit's going to jump out of the tower. He's going to have Spear Goblin Hut. I definitely want to go for an Earthquake on this and just ravage the goblins. I hate having the goblin farm in my face. Miss me with those Spear Goblins, sir. So we're going to be able to finish him off, and then I can go for a Hog Rider on the left-hand side, not into the Giant Skeleton. Obviously, do not want to give him bigger counter pushes. He's probably a Tornado. Yeah, I felt it, you know? It's one of those moments where when they've got one Hog Rider answer, it's never enough. They got to have 2 at least. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy's got 3 with Evolved Barbarians as well. I'm going to go Skeletons here. We'll see what we can do. Maybe I can get an Ice Spirit down as well and get back to another Hog Rider. I should be going for the Knight. Ooh, wait. This is awful for me. How am I supposed to stop this? This is so much crap coming at me. And you go for a log, and then the skeleton dragons are going to be the problem. The skeleton dragons got cloned up. That's going to be so much damage. So since we're playing against someone that not only has a spawner deck, but a clone deck, I mean, I don't have that many answers to it. I guess I can stack up firecrackers, and that's going to be my secret to success. But it's going to be difficult if I continue to Earthquake. And that was a phenomenal Spear Goblin Hut placement. This guy knows how to play the game at a different level. Like, that Goblin Hut placement is something that I memorized after playing it a lot, because the Spear Goblins will go in the opposite side of the Earthquake. So when you Earthquake, and then you can't kill the Spear Goblins that are spawning, it's awful. Wait, Firecracker locking on the tower. Nice. I got something. We do kill the Cannon Cart on his side of the map for a 3 elixir investment. So obviously the Evolved Knight is a pretty broken card, but you guys don't need me to say that. All right, what do? We can go Ice Spirit, we can go Skeletons, we can go Hog Rider. Yeah, he just continuously does that play. It's so obnoxious. Is that really that good of a strategy in Clash, like going Skeleton Dragons with it? I guess so, right? He's getting chip damage every time. And it seems like I have to dedicate my Firecracker there, so then I can't go for Firecrackers on the right-hand side, the side that I want to get my damage. All right. How am I going to make this happen? Also, really good Fire Spirit, making me waste more elixir. I can Ice Spirit here on top of his Fire Spirit, finish it off. Maybe I can go for a Hog Rider in the back and build up a bigger push. I could go for a Firecracker here just to be able to get some damage on the Giant Skeleton. I bet you go Skeleton Dragon, so we're going to make the prediction with our Skeletons. See if we can get anything from him. I'm going to go for an Earthquake, and then I think I'm going to log on the Spear Goblins because they're not going to die any other way. And then, yeah, he is building up a monstrous push right now. This guy, he is a crazy clone player that actually knows how to play clone, and I don't like that. We are going to get a Firecracker protection program out here with our Knight, and then we can go for a Hog Rider afterward, but he's not even letting the Knight cross the river. He lets the Knight cross the river, he knows he's going to take damage, so doesn't want that to happen. If we go Hog Rider here, we should be able to pull back the Giant Skeleton slightly, and then maybe we can stack up some more Firecrackers. I'm going to Earthquake as well. You know what? The only way I win this is with the Evolved Knight. Literally, that is the only way I can win this match. So let's see if we can do it. We're going to go for a high Tesla and try to make sure the Firecracker can splash onto his stuff. And then I'm going to go in for, like, Skeletons, just trying to stop the Skeleton Dragons. I mean, we're not getting that much damage, but we stopped the Skeleton Dragons, so there is that. There's still a chance. Still a chance I could beat a top 20 player in the world. Come on. Come on, Clash Royale. Work with me here. I'm going to go Hog Rider. I think he's going to go in for a Goblin Hut again. Let's just pre-Earthquake it. Nice. We can go for a Firecracker afterward. Don't think this first Hog Rider is going to do much, but maybe it can. All right, we're going to go for an Evolved Knight at the river. We've got Skeletons tanking, potentially, so then the Evolved Knight tanks for the Firecracker. That's humongous. The Skeletons are putting in work. The Evolved Knight still isn't taking any damage. Wait. Guys, I'm telling you, there's actually a chance. I might beat one of the best players in Clash Royale. This should not be possible. This should not be happening. But we might have found a way. Oh my gosh. Please, please, Clash Royale. Wait, I need to go in for like a Tesla. No, I might be losing. Wait, I might be losing. I don't know. I actually don't know if the Firecrackers are going to be able to kill the Skeletons. It looks like they were able to, barely. Let's go. That is the best win ever. Holy heck. I thought I was definitely dead. He had such a tremendous advantage, and he is better than me at the game, but we still bounce back. That's the power of the Firecracker attack, always allowing you to bounce back and stay alive, and then you bounce back in the games too. And we've steadily ascended to top 1,700 in the world. All right, this guy finished top 400 in the world. He is immediately going to go for a Goblin Barrel. Let's kick it off with a Hog Rider. Generally, whenever someone's going to be running a Goblin Barrel deck, you can expect to get value with your Earthquake on top of like a Tesla or something that they drop later, or maybe a Goblin Gang or a Skeleton Army. So I'm always hovering my Earthquake for an immediate disposition of whatever he's going to do. We want to dispose of those cards, we want to put them in their place, and we want to make sure that we're in a good spot afterward. We're going to go in for a log. Oh, that sucks. I hate when that happens. If you go in for a log slightly later and one of the goblins hits your tower, it mentally just shatters your just self. I don't know. At least for me, that's one of those things that I don't like. That one goblin hit, it hurt my soul. Anyway, the Hog Rider's going to hit the tower for a couple hits. That's good. Kind of vibing with what we have. Wait, he's got Firecracker Evo. Probably, right? Maybe? I don't know. I mean, we want to go and kill everything here and then also keep the Tesla alive and activate King Tower. That's always a vibe. Nice. We don't take any damage on the left-hand side and we activate King Tower. Tom, you are tilted, my dude. Oh, he's so angry right now. He's turned into the goblin himself. He's turned into Joker. It's awesome to see that because he's actually running Goblin Barrel. So he's become his worst nightmare. What do we want to do? We can maybe go in for a Knight here. We'll figure it out what else he wants to do. It's nice though because everyone's always trying to improve and become the best version of themselves. Tom out here trying to become the worst version of himself. Trying to become Toxic Tom with the Laughing Goblin. Anyway, we're good here. We're going to go in for a Firecracker. We can maybe go for an Ice Spirit and then Skellies. I think that's probably our best bet. We can go for a Hog Rider on the right-hand side if we need to. That was an interesting Mighty Miner. I don't even think it ends up killing the Firecracker, so that's very good for me. The reason why this deck is so successful with Skeletons and Ice Spirit is because you're able to get back to as many Hog Riders as possible. Yo, Tom is so tilted now. Look at that. He's not even Goblin emoting. You know he's not having a good time at this point. He left the game. We just made a top 400 player in the world rage quit. So if you guys want to climb up the ranks a little bit more steadily and feel good about yourselves and you hate playing against Logbait, this is definitely the deck to play. Moving every Logbait player out of the way as we stack up 3 knights and end the fights. And that win places us all the way up to 1,500 in the world. Yo, we got another one here. This guy's got the evolved skeleton in the banner, and I'm ready to evolve our gameplay right now. So I'm gonna go for a Hog Rider at the start, see what he's up to. Maybe we can hug the tower a little bit. Hug Rider. I love saying Hug Rider, you know? I like giving our units a little bit of names, making them feel special and important and precious to us. Anyway, getting back to business, we gave him the business and got some nice damage on the tower. Here's the thing, I don't actually have the right card cycle like I would want. Oh, I hate when the bowler ends up hitting my tower like that. That just feels uncomfy. I'm gonna log and maybe keep the Firecracker alive if we're lucky. Wow, the fire, aw. I was excited for a second. It was super short-lived, like my tower right now is not living, so it's not that good for us. It's fine though. We know he's gonna go in for a tornado, so let's go for skeletons after. Oh, well, I predicted a tornado that never came down. That's fine. Firecracker's going to be able to blast the barbarians. So that's good. Maybe we can go for a knight as well. There's a high chance he's just going to go in for a king tower activation. So let's try to stop that as much as we possibly can. But if I go knight in the right, he might go bowler still. He's baby dragoning. What is he doing? Arbor as well? Huh. That doesn't fully counter the knight. I don't know what he's thinking. Because the Firecracker just shimmied behind the knight and just like, you will protect me forever, good knight. Okay. Doesn't have tornado, he just used it. So let's go for a Hog Rider right now. Blast the baby dragon. And then also force out the bowler, right? Yeah, the baby dragon didn't get as much damage as he was hoping for. And the Hog Rider does give us 1 hammer hit. So, I'm telling you, even though the guy's got Barbarian's Evolution, Bowler, and Tornado, there's still a chance. It might not be a huge chance, but there is still a chance. All right, we're going to go for Skeletons here and then use our Tesla and then probably just evolve Knight because we know it's going to run away from the Inferno Dragon, so it's not going to be able to kill it. Let's go, Knight. Stay alive. Let's get it. Gonna be some nice damage here, too, because I think we can just Firecracker directly on top and then blast onto the Inferno Dragon and then go for a Hog Rider afterward. I'm just optimistic this is working out. I don't know if it will. He's going to Tornado. Okay. He's really freaking out right now. That's good. Wait, we're winning right now from an aggregate tower health department, but definitely not based off the matchup, so we need to be even further ahead than this if we're going to win the game. Can't really go same side as him because he's able to go Graveyard Freeze at any point he wants, which is like the scariest thing about it. I think we can go for a Firecracker and a Log just to get some extra damage and maybe disrupt his stuff, and hopefully he cycles a ton of stuff directly into the Tesla like we're seeing right now. Like, that's not the right play that he wants to do. We're going to wait for Skeletons to start accumulating, then we go in for the Earthquake, and then we go Skeletons, and then, I mean, he's going to freeze this, right? Really? He didn't freeze. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. That's all I want to see. No freeze. Yes, please. All right. We're going to go in for the Evolved Knight, go in for our Hog Rider, maybe go in for an Earthquake, depending on what we're feeling. Looks like the Bowler's just missing everything, so that's huge. Hog Rider might get some hits. Wait. Wait. That was a lot of damage. Oh, my gosh. There's a reasonable chance that I win this game. There's a legitimate chance I win this game. So the way I'm going to win is I'm going to go for a Knight here so then he can't Tornado it. And then I'm going to go in for a Earthquake. I'm going to go Skeletons. Oh, he's still going to Tornado it. He's still going to Tornado it. I might be dead. I hate the fact that Bowler is basically a Magic Archer. No! If the Knight wasn't able to get pulled, he wouldn't have been able to get enough damage. But that one Bowler shot was all it took. So if you guys can drop your Knight directly behind the Bowler in a spot that they can't Tornado, you can lock up the win. But sometimes when you play against Magic Archers and Bowlers and they've got Tornado, there's no way to escape the damage. So this dude finished 600 in the world. We have a challenger on our hands. And I'm going to go for a Hog Rider immediately when I'm faced with the choice between the Evo Knight and the Hog Rider. Always want to go Hog Rider if my opponent doesn't have the right card cycle, and it looks like he doesn't. So whenever we see Knight, I'm expecting our opponent to either end up having like Splash Shard or maybe something with Tornado, but I guess not. Oh, okay. No. He fully intended to eat all that damage and go all in. This guy is a true trooper. I'm going to go for skeletons off to the side and drop it in a spot that he was less likely to rage or drop a spell on. I think I can get back to the knight in the nick of time if I need to, and I'd rather drop that than dropping a log, because if we get knight on knight, then we're going to be able to cycle back to our knight evolution, and also on top of that, get some counter push compared to dropping a log that gives us absolutely nothing. Wow, okay, that the minion still made sure that we got absolutely nothing, but maybe we got something because we baited out 3 elixir. Okay, I'm going to say I got something there. So we're going to be able to finish off like the minion without worrying, because it does tread ahead of the knight. And then we can go for an Ice Spirit, go and pull his knight slightly, and then Firecracker and do the Firecracker shimmy. She's one of my favorite cards in Clash Royale because it's so hilarious to watch the opponent never be able to kill her. And sometimes they'll go in for spells, and then they'll whiff the spells because the Firecracker moves slightly. I'm going to go for a knight in the right-hand side. I think this is going to be good because obviously our opponent has to respond to that, and maybe he'll go Mini P.E.K.K.A. And if he doesn't have the Mini P.E.K.K.A. in cycle, then the Hog Rider is free to hammer his tower. Fantastic position for us because obviously the Evolved Knight, the only goal that we had there was to beat out the Mini P.E.K.K.A. And now he had to go Sparky, but the Sparky takes a while to charge up. She's not instantly powered there. So whenever you play against a Hog Rider counter like Mini P.E.K.K.A., you can't really drop the Hog Rider ever until that's out of cycle. Otherwise, you're feeding them free Mini P.E.K.K.A. 4-for-4 trade. Also, another thing that I want to do here is I want to go Tesla, but I don't know if this is the right decision. I want to go Skeletons first, then I want to go Ice Spirit, and then I want to go for the Knight afterwards. I want to stop that Sparky from splashing onto the Knight, so I'm dropping it off to the side, so when it splashes onto the Skeleton, it doesn't get anything else. This is one caveat. The only time I'm ever going to go Hog Rider into Mini P.E.K.K.A. is when I've got the Knight on the field. The Knight's going to body block the Mini P.E.K.K.A. because the Mini P.E.K.K.A. doesn't give him the value he wants. Also, we can Earthquake on the tower and then go in for a log, and that finishes off the Mother Witch. I don't know if we're going to be able to body block the Knight, though, and I guess not. Okay, he's going to all-in me. We already know that this is a very unsavory situation for us. I got to go in for a Knight so then his Knight starts to take damage, because if the Knight isn't, like, staying stagnant, then it doesn't take damage. You got to stop the damage reduction of that thing, or it's Knight's out for you. All right, so he's going to go for a Zap. This is really uncomfortable for me, but I think I can go for Tesla. We should be able to stop the Goblin Giant. Okay, wait. What if I Earthquake right now and I slow down his Sparky? Is there any chance that I stop the Sparky from crossing the river? If I go for an Evolved Knight right here, the Sparky is going to shoot that, and it's not going to get near my tower. And notice how the Evolved Knight literally takes no damage from the Sparky. It's one of the most troll things in Clash Royale, and it shouldn't be possible. But when the Evolved Knight is on the mission and moving, nothing gives him fright, and he literally takes 0 damage. We've been taking everyone's trophies on our climb to 1,200 in the world. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.